My name's Tom Cogswell. I am brand manager for Spektrum RC, and this is my buddy,
Pete Holy, product developer for Blade.
And we're doing an instructional series on the iX12. This series will cover a lot of different aspects of the iX12, just here to help you get started. So, the first thing that you're going to do with your iX12 is turn it on. There is a button here. That's the power button. You press and hold it. As soon as you see iX12, that's when it's starting to boot. And, as we saw,
Yeah, so Tom, a lot of people had some concerns that, there is a 2-minute boot time for the Android system.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that the transmitter, that you have to wait the full 2 minutes for to be able to fly.
Yeah.
So if you guys have already bound to your aircraft and you're in that model memory when you power the transmitter off, you'll see here that the Android system is still booting. We're not into the Airware software yet, but our RF light is on, and you can see that we have full control of this airplane. So that'll set your mind at ease. A lot of people, said, "Oh man, 2-minute boot time is a little bit too long." Well, that's for the Android system. With the iX12, the RF is ready to go right after you hit the power button.
Right. So that's really convenient for anybody that's just running to fly, like you're in Ductrix or whatever. That's what you were flying last night. You're ready to fly again in the morning. Turn it on. You're ready to go.
And that works with the TBS Crossfire too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there's been a couple times where I'm up in the air and I hear the Spektrum Airware boot up, and I've already been flying for a minute or two.
Right. So that is with the TBS Crossfire. So we're going to be covering a lot of things on the iX12 with this video. We are currently up on the main screen here. After a few minutes, it's going to go to the Airware. So kind of leave it alone until it boots up the Airware. That's always best. You don't want a bunch of apps running while it's trying to start up. So just kind of think of it as your home computer. Don't try running a bunch of different programs before it's fully up and ready to go. Also, just like your home computer, and we'll get to this, there's a sleep mode. So instead of having to turn it off and on every time you land and you're done flying for a moment, there's a sleep mode, which is great. It's just like your cell phone or your computer. Okay, so now that the Airware app has booted up, we can demonstrate the sleep mode function. We can do a quick shortcut to it by double tapping the power button. Demonstrate it here, just double tap, and it'll bring up the sleep mode menu. We can either sleep one of these two functions, or we can do a quick sleep by pressing and holding here. So what that does is it conserves battery. It lets you just kind of essentially turn off the radio, but not really turning it all the way off.
Yeah, it's kind of treat it like your intelligent device, like your phone in your pocket. You're going to be, putting the screen to sleep while you're not using it. We kind of treat the iX12 the same way.
Right. Yeah, it really conserves a lot of battery, and if you happen to run out of battery, one great thing about this radio is it uses a micro USB to charge it. That's a very available connector. There's so many devices out there that use it, and it doesn't care. It just needs a 1-2 amp power supply. You could plug it into your car's USB port,
or like a power brick.
Like a power brick.
People have power brick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You can keep your radio charged all day with that if you need it. It actually lasts a really long time, the battery charge.
Yeah. Well, a whole day at the field when we're sleeping when we're not flying. Mm-hmm. Usually we get a full day out of it, no problem.
If not more.
Yeah.
I've seen 2-3 days out of it if you're just sleeping it, powering it off at the end of the night, turning it off in the morning. It's really a quite efficient 6,000 milliamp battery that works for this. So to turn it back on, and we can demonstrate this, we just tap the power button one time, instantly the screen comes on, and we've got RF, and we've got control of our plane again. So almost faster. I would say it's a lot faster than just any other radio. So.
That's faster than me powering on and off my DX9. It takes a couple seconds, so it's way faster than that.
Way faster than that. So if you think of it like a smartphone or a smart device, you sleep it when you're done flying, and you wake it up when you're ready to fly again, and at the end of the night you turn it off and charge it, it'll last forever.
Yeah. So we have a bunch more tutorial videos that'll be on this playlist. Be sure to check them out, guys. And if you have any other questions about the iX12, come check us out at horizonhobby.com. Thank you.